The purpose of Anikesh speech is for him to learn about different communication styles and identify their primary styles. And the purpose of the speech that he's giving today is to share the impact of the style or his style on others. His speech is 5 to 7 minutes, and the speech title is Why. Anikesh, why? Why Anikesh?
Let me start with a very simple question. Why? Why is a very simple three-letter word that helps us pondering a lot of things. And let me ask all the fellow Toastmasters and guests, how many of you over here in this week have thought about why this didn't happen to me or why this happened today or any day? A show of hand will do. Okay? Now let me take you back in time, where you all were the why machines. Your childhood days, if you remember, you used to wake up and you used to ask your parents and your mom, why the sky is blue? Why the trees are green? Why was I born? And why can't I fly, Dad? Why can't I be a superhero? And if you think about it, for parents or for adults, those are very cute moments. Or really annoying. But they were the innocent and most important questions of life. Why? As we grow up, we slowly convert our why into how and what. How might I get a job when I'm 22? How much money do I want to earn? What do I study in my uni? All of that varieties of questions of how and what. But somewhere or the other, we forget the why. But don't get me wrong, because your how is very important as well, because it's going to evaluate you and also accelerate you to find out the right place. But then, somewhere or the other, we start avoiding why, because I'll deal with you later, kind of a scenario. And that happened with me as well. When I was a kid, I asked all those questions of different innovations, inspirations, and everything. But as and when I grew, somewhere I started avoiding why. I just focused on how and what. And there was a time when I was a top 10 in my class. A fierce battle used to happen in my school. Who's going to be in top 10? And all of a sudden, I just dropped to rank 30. I just sink myself, I shrunk. Because I didn't only lose the grade, I lost my identity over there. Because of that competition, and we used to stay in a gated community, I used to remember those frowning eyes, not from my parents, but from all the people around, saying that, oh, he's done. He's not going to be great in studies, so he's not going to have a great future. And people started judging me. And what happened to me? I got an anxiety attack. I'm thankful to my parents. They noticed something, and they were brave enough to book me a session with a child psychologist. Back in 2000, going to a counselor or a psychologist was a taboo. If somebody comes to know that you're seeing a counselor, at that time they will say, something is wrong with this dude. But something else happened. When I went through all the sessions with my psychologist, with my counselor, a lot of ink blot tests, one thing he told me, if I keep dwelling on why am I not performing, might as well I'll stop performing forever. So he told me a very simple thing. It's okay to have low grades. It's okay to come rank 30 in your class. But remember one thing, you're still doing better than 20. because it's a 50 people classroom, I'm 30, there are 20 people behind me. So you're doing somehow or the other better than others. And he made me realize one thing, that I have this intuitive storytelling, and a statement starter or a conversation starter. I can go at a dinner table and strike a conversation. Well, at that time, it did not make any sense to me that how all of this is going to help me to be in top 10 again. But slowly and steadily, everything worked out. I started volunteering for public speaking in school, like emceeing a school event, annual function, cultural events, even to the debates, quizzes. And I started enjoying public speaking to realize one thing, that my grades automatically went up. In today's fast-paced AI world, when you want to search something, how we want to do it, we just Google and find out what it is. And somewhere or the other, we kind of forget why we are doing certain things. Now, if we start searching for a lot of why, and if you had any incidents in your past, like, you had betrayal, or, somebody was bad at you, and you start pondering, why it was me, God? Why am I suffering? Then there might be a spiral down moment. But if we just do a little bit of shift, thinking about what had happened with me in the past was a milestone, because without that, I wouldn't have known what to do and what not to do. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to leave you with this thought. Why is your navigator? It's your compass. If you use it wisely, it's going to give you growth and acceleration. Now going back tonight, what is your why that you're looking for, Mr. Toastmaster?